celebrating Hollywood history.
Each artifact that we have here in the museum, it is special.
We're getting a VIP tour of the Hollywood Museum. Then,
all I did for like the first 3 months of quarantine was just roll pretzels.
Actor Adam Shapiro's LA twist on a Philly fave. Plus,
we combine sports with the day club, and it's a stadium, stadium swim.
Cooling off with a dip at this new Vegas hotspot. And your chance to win Cruella.
I'm just getting started, darling.
And so is Localish LA.
Welcome to Localish LA. I'm Carl Schmidt, and today we are at the Hollywood Museum. This place is a treasure trove of film and TV history. But what you might not know is the building itself also played a major role in Hollywood and Hollywood glam. You see, this is the home and the original studio of Max Factor makeup.
This is where all the movie stars came and got their looks. Before there was such thing as a makeup department in a studio, it was all done here. They got their looks here, and then a makeup artist was assigned to each of the stars, and they would accompany them to the studio, and then they would create their look. But it all happened here in these world-famous makeup rooms. Culturally, it's not just about films and costumes, but culturally, it's about who is this building named after and what made this building so famous? And of course, it's Max Factor, Hollywood's makeup king. It wasn't just for the creation of a character that the actor or actress was going to play in their next film, but also for special events, whether they be for movie premieres, studio parties, and of course, the most important one, the Academy Awards, the Oscars. Everyone wanted to have their look done here. We tell the story of Hollywood entertainment industry and how it grew. Each artifact that we have here in the museum, it is special to me for one reason or another, whether it's the find, how we found it, the travels it took, uncovering a new treasure. One of my favorite memories for the Oscars is Silence of the Lambs. We have the entire jail cell from Silence of the Lambs, and walking down that same jail cell corridor that Jodie Foster walked down when she played Dr. Clarice Starling is quite something. We even have the chair that she sat in. We have an original pair of gloves from the original Rocky, the first one, along with the silk robe. We have had a great amount of fun collecting.
There are some great treasures from old Hollywood here, and actor Adam Shapiro knows a thing or two about old Hollywood. He recently starred in the movie Mank, which is all about the writing of the film Citizen Kane. Something else Adam knows about? Pretzels. Yeah, you heard me right. I caught up with him recently to check out his new business, Chappy Pretzel.
I just started messing around, trying to make my own Philadelphia pretzel recipe. Anybody from Philly, I would just drop them off to their house, and it just took off. The Philly pretzel, it's not just the shape, the color, the flavor, it's the culture. And if there's one thing about Philly pretzels is no one buys just one. So we're here in Silver Lake, and we're at Broome Street General Store, which is my favorite store, my wife's all-time favorite store. I've just been an actor for 20 years. I'm obsessed with food, but the pandemic kind of just took me to a place where I was like, I think I love food so much that I couldn't go without certain things during the pandemic. I had to make them myself, and the pretzels were one of them. All I did for like the first 3 months of quarantine was just roll pretzels, and I would look at YouTube to learn. You share them with your neighbors, your family, your friends, your office, your school. So that's what I kind of wanted to bring back into my life, and it's happened in a much bigger way than I thought it would. You check out our Instagram, see where we're gonna be, go to Chappy Pretzel, order your pretzels, they're bagged and ready for you, or you can just stop by and pick them up and walk up.
This is what we're aiming for when it comes out of the oven, and it looks and feels delicious.
It really does.
So walk me through it, let's do it.
All right, so I've already pre-shaped some of these for us.
Thank you.
You know, so let's take a dough, here we go. And first we gotta do the most important thing about a pretzel is making a nice rope.
A rope.
And you're gonna basically roll it like this. Now let's take the sides, like this. Yep. And then you're just gonna go like this, and you're gonna twist it.
Right.
You're close. Now bring this down.
Yeah.
Hit it here.
Hit it there.
Take your sides, boom.
And it's, okay.
And now if we put ours together, look what we've got.
Can I try a bit of this?
Let's do it.
That is a good pretzel.
That's Philadelphia right in your mouth.
Oh my gosh, I can still taste them. They're so good. And something else that's great, the knife-shaved noodles at JTYH restaurant in Rosemead.
They all come here for one thing, our knife-shaped noodles. They literally shave the noodles right off of that block of dough into a boiling pot of water. And they love it immediately. They love it all.
Thank you.
This is JTYH Restaurant, and we are in the city of Rosemead. I think Southern California is a dream spot for this type of food. This is kind of a hole-in-the-wall restaurant. Well, our specialty is a Sichuan style of food, our knife-shaped noodles. It's different. The thing that's special about it is the mouthfeel. That's kind of been one of the joys of this restaurant, really just kind of introducing people to these flavors. This business is first generation. It was started by my mom and dad, so it's what we know. So we know food. Well, since the pandemic, these dumplings have been our lifesavers. We wrap 450 dumplings a day, and we pretty much sell out. Our primary business used to be dine-in customers. When the pandemic hit, our customers instantly vanished. Thank goodness some of them still had us in mind, come by and order to go from us. But the main thing they would order were these frozen dumplings. They would just get them in bags. It's basically a meal in one. You've got the carbs, you've got the meat, you've got the veggies. It's all in here. So we honestly don't know how people find us, but they do find us. And once they come here, they try our food, they like it, and they just keep coming back.
June is Pride Month, and just east of the Hollywood Museum in Echo Park, there is a place that has become a safe space for LGBTQ+ artists, the Tom of Finland House.
When Tom first started creating a lot of these images back in the 50s, there was a certain idea of what the homosexual male was. And so for him to create these super athletic, beautiful, exaggerated figures, I think was like our own gay little superheroes. We could see ourselves in those images and feel strong and feel beautiful.
I came to the Tom of Finland Art Festival, and I was surrounded by a bunch of really sexy, leathered up people. I was in heaven. I actually felt like I'd been transported to Cancun, but like the gay version of Cancun. No, the queer kink version of Cancun. And I couldn't wait to come back.
Tom was born in Finland. He was asked quite frequently, well, why is your foundation in Los Angeles? Why isn't it in Finland? And he said, they asked me first. The invitation for the foundation to start here came from Dirk Daner. Dirk saw the power that he had and how he affected so many other people. We started with emerging erotic artist contests. We've had art fairs every year. So we're always building on the community of artists.
Tom of Finland was really one of the first artists in residence at the house. And so carrying on with that lineage, the home continues to invite artists to participate, to expose them to Tom's work and the art archives, and inspire artists to continue on the legacy of joy and irreverence around erotic art.
Tom House has been incredibly generous to me and to other emerging artists, especially in LA. It's a very tough landscape to navigate.
There's a whole storied history on why sexuality and the erotic has become so taboo in the United States and throughout the world. Tom, he had no qualms about that. He lived totally out in the open and totally free, and I think a lot of people saw that and felt really inspired to also maybe live their own truth.
Coming up on Localish LA.
Got a lot of life, a lot of energy.
Locals share a side of San Bernardino you might not know. And later, artists joining the fight to feed SoCal.
Aerosol art has evolved to this level.
For more on the stories you're seeing on Localish LA, be sure to follow us on Facebook.
Welcome back to Localish LA. We're here checking out the Hollywood Museum, and we're going to look at some costumes now. I'm joined by Danelle Dadigan. She is the president and founder of the museum. Thank you so much for having us down here.
Thank you, Carl.
Absolutely. I see Angelina Jolie's head and leather. Tell me more.
Yes, you know, this is a fabulous gown created by Giorgio Armani, and she wore this to the movie premiere with Brad Pitt, Mr. and Mrs. Smith in 2008.
Wow, and it's phenomenal. What about the little floral number next to it?
Well, I'm so glad you asked about this because this is from the movie In the Land of Blood and Honey that Angelina produced, directed, and wrote.
It's remarkable, and these are just two of literally thousands of items here. Did you know that parts of Angelina Jolie's movie Changeling were filmed at the Santa Fe Depot in San Bernardino? Did you know that?
No.
I had no idea, but let's hear from some locals now who want to tell us why they love living in the city of San Bernardino.
Welcome to San Bernardino. This is our community. As we come out of this pandemic, San Bernardino's opening wide up and you're not gonna believe your eyes.
You think you know, but you truly don't know how great my city is. San Bernardino to me is resilience.
It's definitely a city that is the future of the Inland Empire. There's a lot of culture, community, and history.
Connected to San Bernardino National Forest. Historically, Route 66 was a car show and event, and it celebrated the famous Route 66 that went from Santa Monica to Chicago. San Bernardino is also the home of the Golden Arches, if not the only one of the first McDonald's museums here. Teepees, there's TP Motel along Route 66, I believe. I remember we stayed there when we moved out here. Hi, I'm Dwayne Kellum, and I'm coming from San Bernardino, California, from Creative Grounds, which is in downtown San Bernardino. It's a community-based art studio. So we're part of a group that is working on revitalizing San Bernardino through the arts. We've got a lot of life, a lot of energy. We have a lot of beautiful, intelligent, creative people bringing this city back to life.
And so I think when you actually come and you see San Bernardino and you experience the different parts of it, you're able to see the beautification of it. And one top places that I like to do is hike, actually. There's a San Gorgonio mountain. It is very beautiful. Once you get to the top, you're able to see the whole city. The mountains are always gorgeous to look at.
You know, you can go for a hike and then drive down into these spots where the vendors are providing you all types of meals for your appetite. SB totally loves and supports our street vendors.
The richness of this area, San Bernardino, is it's so diverse. So anything you want, anything you can think of, it's here in San Bernardino.
Did you know that this year marks the 75th anniversary of the game show? The Hollywood Museum is going to celebrate with their popular virtual AllStars Hollywood Museum Squares. The 30-minute shows are hosted by such TV legends as Tom Bergeron and John Davidson and feature some of your favorite TV stars. To find out more on how you can see these special benefit performances, go to the Localish LA page on Facebook.
Still ahead on Localish LA, we're venturing down into one of the Hollywood Museum's creepiest exhibits.
It used to be a bowling alley and speakeasy during Prohibition days where we're standing now, and today it houses the Hannibal Lecter jail cell.
Plus, take a tour of another hot LA property. And later,
What was your name? Cruella.
Cruella is out on digital. Details on how you could win a digital download coming up.
We're now in probably one of the scariest parts of the Hollywood Museum, Hannibal Lecter's cell from the movie Silence of the Lambs. Hello, Clarice. Danelle.
Hello, Carl.
This is quite remarkable. I'm actually locked in the actual cell from the movie, and it's not just the cell. The entire set is down here underground. How did you guys get this?
Well, you know, we have to thank Dino and Martha De Laurentiis. You know, they brought this from the studio, and once it arrived with an original set of plans, our director of operations, Steve, and a whole crew put it back together. And the best compliment we could have is when Dino and Martha De Laurentiis held hands and walked down the jail corridor and told us, good job.
Yeah, good job indeed, Steve. I do hope you've still got the keys to get me out of this, though. Go find them for me, mate. Find them for me. And it's not just the De Laurentiis who've walked down here. Sir Anthony Hopkins himself has revisited this very set, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. Sir Anthony and his mother made a visit here right after he received his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And he said, I am frightened. I think he really was reliving the scenes that he was in.
Yeah, and I mean, look, this is Hollywood scary and it is Hollywood frightening, but there is a real frightening issue in Southern California, hunger. And once again, ABC7 is teaming up with local artists to create special t-shirts to help raise funds. Here's one of those artists, meet Ezra. Steve, did you find those keys?
Hi, I'm Ezra. We're here at Westminster High School. We're working on the mural honoring Sylvia Mendez, an activist. This school used to be, back before 1947, was a segregated school. And Sylvia Mendez fought for integration of the school. A wall or mural, I treat it like a piece of paper, you know what I mean? It's, I'm also like a graphic artist by trade. So the fact that we can use technology now and help us with the design, I'm able to take images and kind of transfer that over to the wall and paint it and give it that street art flair. And a lot of people enjoy it, man. They love the fact that aerosol art has evolved to this level. It's important for me to be involved with Feed SoCal because, you know, during the pandemic, it was rough on a lot of us, you know what I mean? And I'm glad that ABC7 is doing this to partner up with the food banks and help those that are in need. The Feed SoCal t-shirt design, how I came up with it was I wanted to convey just what's going on right now with the world. You know, we need peace, we need to heal. And that was a photo of a homeless man throwing up a peace sign. I digitally mocked it up, and it was another hand holding his hand to kind of show that we're all in together, man. We're all suffering, but we're all trying to pull through together. We need peace, we need to heal, not only for the people struggling, but I think the rest of the world.
Check out abc7.com/shop to see all the amazing artists' work and to support a good cause. I'm lucky I get to take this off now, and it is time to check out another great property that is on the market. Let's look inside this West Side listing from our friends at Redfin.
Welcome to 4066 Tivoli Avenue in West LA. My name is Amy Black with Redfin Premier. Come on in. This is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home with 1,895 square feet. What I love about the home is all of the natural light. It's got a great open floor plan, which is great for entertaining. It's got 2 separate living spaces with a formal dining area in between. Here is a gorgeously remodeled kitchen with quartz countertops, brand new stainless steel appliances, soft closed drawers and cabinets, and gorgeous hardwood floors. The living area here, the ceilings are nice and high. You have recessed lighting throughout. You have 2 bedrooms that have en-suite bathrooms. You have the primary bedroom here. Here's the 4th bedroom that also has an en-suite bathroom. We have it staged as a child's room. I always recommend to my clients to stage the home. Staging really helps a buyer to visualize themselves in the home. The number one thing about this home is that it feels brand new. It feels like nobody's lived here. Everything is new, from the windows to the floors. Everything was redone in 2017.
The home is priced at $1,795.
Up next on Localish LA, details on how you could win a digital download of Cruella. Plus, we're hitting the road and checking out the coolest new pool in Vegas. If you love Localish LA, you'll love the Localish TV network, over the air on 7.2 and on these cable channels. Localish LA is sponsored by Redfin Premier, offering exclusive services for high-end homes without the high-end fees. Learn more at redfin.com/premier.
Welcome back to Localish LA, where we are giving you a private tour of the Hollywood Museum. And in August, you will finally be able to come and check out the place for yourself when it reopens. You'll get to see costumes like this. Donnell is back, and if I had to guess, I'm thinking Glenn Close.
100% correct. No, 101 Dalmatian% correct.
I love it. Tell me about this costume.
Well, this is a fabulous costume that Miss Close wore throughout the film. You can see it in numerous scenes, and it so depicts her character. It's so over the top. It's fabulous.
We love it. And did you know there's a new Cruella movie out starring Emma Stone? Have you seen it?
I have seen it, and I want to tell you, we'd love to have one of her costumes on display here. So, hello, Disney.
Danelle, I will have a chat with Mickey and see what we
you.
can do. In the meantime, On the Red Carpet is giving you a chance to see the film Cruella, starring Emma Stone and Emma Thompson, is out now on digital, and we are giving away 20 download codes. Just go to On the Red Carpet's Instagram account to enter for your chance to win. Good luck. And speaking of luck, you can try your luck poolside in Vegas now. There is gambling, good food, and good times at one of the coolest places in Las Vegas, the Stadium Swim at Circa Resort and Spa.
We combine sports with the day club, and you know, it's a stadium, you know, Stadium Swim. You gotta have the great music. It's gotta be bumping in here. So it's a little bit of a pool amphitheater, and you know, it's a little bit of a day club there, but it's, you know, we have 30 cabanas, 2 super cabanas, a bunch of different day beds, poolside boxes. We have this massive screen behind me that shows all the sports on all the time. It has 78 million pixels and 143 feet high. It's a great place to go out in the sun.
It's really fun, yeah, I like it a lot. The pools are like heated and like the staff is really nice and helpful. I would recommend it, yeah.
We have signature cocktails at both of our front bars over there. You can't really see it, but we also have 2 swim-up bars at our pools. We do have our grill over here. My favorite is the chicken finger platter, no question about it. We have lobster corn dogs, some other fan favorites. Great pool food, but it's also great food you can enjoy anywhere around. People come to Vegas to gamble, there's no question about that. So we brought our table games area out to the pool so you can experience the great weather, especially down there. You're closer to DJ, but everywhere is very lively as well. You better bring your bathing suit because you gotta swim, you gotta enjoy it, and we appreciate it with everyone to get out of the pool when they be. But with these pools, the high-tech filtration system that we have, the amount of ounces they pump through to clean this pool, they're the cleanest pools in all of Las Vegas, and I'd say the world.
Well, that's all our time. Thanks for watching Localish LA.
Don't miss an all-new episode of Localish LA on Sunday at 6:30 on ABC7. Or click on the subscribe button and watch Localish LA anytime.